Hi everyone, this is Arun Reddy here. Welcome to my YouTube channel Arun Reddy Tech for You. And our today's topic is Introduction to Macros. And we are going to learn what is macro, how to create, edit, run and delete a macro, and how we use absolute reference and relative reference in macro, and what are the advantages of macro and how to save a macro enabled file. So friends, if you're watching my video first time and if you want to learn Excel, you can go through my channel playlist. In playlist, you can find Excel for beginners which contains 33 videos and Excel level 2 which is advanced Excel which contains 67 videos. And if you don't want to miss my video, please subscribe my channel and don't forget to like and share my videos. So let us start first with the macro. So what is a macro? Okay, so macro is a recording and playback tool, okay, that simply records your Excel steps, and the macro will play it back as many times as you want. So if you have any task which is repetitive, okay, so repetitive task, at that time you can just use the macro and you can record it and you can play as many times you want. Okay, so it will save your time, and it will also decrease the steps. Okay, once you record, what happens, it will be done in a one step, right? So you have another definition also. Excel macro is an action or set of actions that can record, give a name, save and run as many times as you want whenever you want. Okay, so we can record a action or set of actions. Okay, so you can give a name and you can save it, and whenever you want you can run it. Okay, so that is what a macro is. So let us see in depth what is a macro. Okay, so next, how to record a macro. Okay, so to record a macro, you can record a macro by selecting record macro button on the developer tab. Okay, so in the developer tab you will find a record macro, see here. Okay, so I will show you in a practical. Now you can see we are in the Excel sheet. Now I want to record something. Okay, so for example I want to type my tutorial name and I want to record. Okay, so for example I will keep cursor somewhere. Okay, and I will go to the developer tab. When I click on developer tab, you can see here there is a record macro option. Okay, so just click this record macro option. Immediately you will get a dialog box which contains macro name. Okay, so first I will just give a macro name as a um, YouTube name. Okay, or a name, I will just say name, right? Okay, and I will give a shortcut key as control D. Okay, let us give a control D as a shortcut key. Okay, and okay, I want within this workbook, so I'll say this workbook and click OK. So when I click OK, automatically you will find a option called stop recording here. Okay, so record macro will convert into the stop recording. That means your recording starts. Okay, so whatever you do, it will start recording. Okay, so let me click OK. See, you can see here it is showing stop recording. Okay, now I'll just place my cursor in C3 and I will type Arun, click enter. Again I will type ready, click enter. Now I'll type tech for you, tech for you and click enter. Right, now I'll go to the stop recording and click on stop recording. Nice, now whole process has been recorded. What it has recorded, I have typed Arun Reddy and tech for you, right? So let us see how the macro code will be. So to see the macro code, you can just click on Visual Basic. There is a Visual Basics here. Okay, just click on Visual Basic, you can see here, right? So this is how your macro code is recorded. Okay, so now let me play the macro code. I will just keep it side, just I will close this VBA code. Okay, now I want to play the same macro code in the next sheet. Okay, right, so I'll just go to the sheet 4. Okay, so I'll again go to the here, how to run the macro. You can use the shortcut key control D, or you just click on macro button. Okay, there is a macros button. If you click on macro button, it will show whatever the macros we have saved. Present I have only one macro, so I'll just select the name and run. Okay, so when I run, you can see here, see Arun Reddy tech for you. Okay, so Arun Reddy tech for you. Okay, let me delete this one. Okay, now I want only Arun Reddy, I don't want tech for you. So can I edit the macro? Yes, I can edit the macro. Let us see how can I do it. So to edit the macro, we have to go to the Visual Basic VB code. Okay, so let us go to the VB. So what I will do, I'll just click on macros again. Okay, and here there is a edit option. Just click on edit, and you will get a automatically a VBA, right, In the VBA you will get a module. Okay, in the module you have a code. Okay, now you can see here active cell dot formula R1C1 Arun. Okay, same means in the C4 cell it will type as Arun. In C5 cell it is typing as Reddy, and in C6 cell it is typing as Tech for you. So what I will do, I'll just remove this last two lines. Automatically you will get only Arun Reddy, you will not get a Tech for you. How easy, right? So let me delete this one. Okay, and right, let me save this one. I will just close it. Okay, automatically it will be saved. Okay, now let us run once again. So this time I will use shortcut key Control D. See, this time it has only type Arun Reddy, not Tech for you. Nice, right? So this is how we can record and edit a macro, right? So once again, let us go to the slides. Okay, so how to record? You have to go to the developer tab, and in the developer tab you will have a record macro. There you can give your name, and you can also give a shortcut key. Okay, once you give a name or a name and shortcut key, automatically you will find a stop recording button in place of recording macro. Okay, so until you click on stop recording, the everything will be recorded, right? So next, after recording, how to run a macro? Okay, so again, run a macro, you have to go to the macros. In the macro button you can choose macro buttons in the developer tab, or you can also use shortcut key. We have used Control D as a shortcut key, right? So you can use many ways to run a macro, right? Next, editing a macro. How to edit a macro? To edit a macro, you can directly go to the Excel VB editor, or you can also choose a edit option in the macros. Okay, so in there is a edit option in the macros. You just select the name which you want to edit, and you can click on edit. Both the way you will go to the VB editor. Okay, and to edit means to change or to extend or to delete, you required minimum VBA coding knowledge. Okay, so without VBA knowledge you cannot edit a macro. Okay, so next, how to delete a macro. Okay, so to delete a macro, you can choose macro button in developer tab. There you will find a delete option. Okay, just select the name and delete the macro and click on delete button. Okay, let me show you this one. You can choose, you can see here in the macros, when I click on the developer tab macros, you can see here there's a dialog box. Okay, in the dialog box you will find the edit option and delete option also. Okay, so run, edit, delete option will be available in within this same dialog box, and you can choose the name. So only one macro is there, so I'll just choose this one and click delete button. Okay, so when I click delete button, automatically it will ask you want to delete macro name. Yes, right. So now if you go to the macro again, you'll not find the macro. Nice, right? So this is how we can easily delete a macro. Now let us go to the next one. Next, what is absolute reference and relative reference, and how we can use the absolute reference and relative reference in the macro? Let us see. Okay, so while recording a macro, you can either use absolute reference or relative reference. Okay, so by default it will be absolute reference. So let me show you what is the difference between absolute reference and relative reference. Absolute reference make your macro run at the same cell where you record the macro. Okay, on other hand, relative reference will make macro run at the active cell. Okay, so from the active cell. So let me show you the difference. Okay, so let us see the difference. Once again, I will start recording. I will just go to the developer tab and click on record macro. Okay, so record macro, I will give a name as a, again, name 2. This time I will give name as a name 2. Okay, name 2. Okay, and I will use shortcut key as a E, Control E. And again this workbook and description, it's option, so I'll just click OK. Okay, so let me click OK. Right, so again I will just go to the C3 cell. This time I will type Arun, click enter, ready, click enter, that's it. Okay, and I will click on stop recording. Okay, so now it is absolute reference. By default it's absolute reference. So if I run again macro, so let us see what happens. So I'll just run the macro. See, nothing happened. Why nothing happened? Because it is overwriting the already existing Arun Reddy. Okay, so let me go to the next sheet. Suppose if I go to the next sheet, and now if I say macro and run macro, you can see here Arun Reddy. That means it will start from the C3 and it ends at the C5. Okay, So it start from C3, it will type Arun next to you can see C4 ready, and next cell C5 it will stop. Okay. Okay, again we'll go back to the sheet 3. Now I'll just delete this one and I will show you how again macro will work. Okay, I will just again go to the macro, again run. So when I run, see, again it starts from the C3, C4 and C5. It will end at the C5. Okay, so whenever we are using absolute reference, it will start from the same cell. Suppose if I want to type in the F4, okay, so F4, F5 I want to type Arun Reddy. If I run the program, what happens? I will place the cursor and I will run the program. See, again it will go the same place. Okay, so in absolute reference it will go to the same position and it will run. Okay, and suppose if you are using different sheets also, it will go to the same cell number and it will run. Suppose if you want your program to run in the current cell where you place your cursor, for example, if I place cursor in F3, the program should run from here. Then you have to use relative reference. Now let us see how relative reference will work. Okay, so I'll just delete this Arun Reddy. Okay, right, now I will just place my cursor on C3 and I will click on use relative reference. Okay, so when I click on use relative reference, you can see it is active now. Okay, now I will start recording. I'll start recording and I will give a name as a name3 and a shortcut key as a control D. Okay, and click OK. Right, so my record start. Right, so what I will do, I'll just type here Arun and click enter and I will type ready, enter. Right, I will stop the recording. Right, so this time I'll just place my cursor on E3 and I will say shortcut key control D. Okay, so let us see whether it will work or not. So control D, see, I will play now. Again I will place my cursor on F3 and I will say control D, see. So this is how a relative reference will work. Okay, so relative reference, what happens, it will run your program from the active cell. Okay, suppose if you are placing your cursor somewhere, okay, from there it will start. But absolute reference will work from the cell number. When you are recording from the C3, then it will start from the C3. Okay, that's the difference between a absolute reference and relative reference. Now let us see the next one. Now let us see uses of macro. Uses means advantages. Okay, so what is the advantage? You can store VBA code without knowledge. Okay, suppose if you want to create a VBA code, then what you can do, you can record a macro. Okay, and you just record the steps, and after completing the record you can go to the VB and you can see the code. So automatically, without knowing the knowledge of VB code, you can create VB code. Nice, right? So other advantage, you can use for means you can do a repeated task. So suppose if you want to repeat a task again and again, then you can use a macro, right? Third thing, it will save time. Okay, so macro save time as you automate repetitive task. Means if you want to do certain repetitive task automatically, then macro will help you and it will save your time. The other advantage is one step. Suppose if you want to record 100 steps, and if you have saved the 100 steps by recording macro, and you will use a shortcut key control D. If you say one control D, that's it, all 100 steps will be converted into one step. Okay, this is the beauty of macro. So macro can convert an n number of steps into one step. Nice, right? So let us move to the next one. Okay, how to save macro in Excel. You cannot save macro directly, so let us see how this will work. Okay, so you have to save Excel file in macro enabled file. Okay, and extension of the file is .xlsm. Okay, so it's not it is not .xls, it is xlsm. Okay, so let us see how we can save the document. Now we came back to the Excel sheet. So we have already created some macro files, name2 and name3. Now I want to save this. Okay, so let us see how we can save it. So I'll just say save. Okay, so when I say save, see what it is saying. To save the file with the features, click no and go and choose macro enable file type. Okay, so if you want to save the macro file, then you have to say no and you have to go to the macro enabled file. So let me click no. Right, now you can see here there's a save as type, right? So here what we'll do, we'll just click here and we will go to the Excel macro enable workbook is there, right? Okay, so just click on this macro Excel, Excel macro enable workbook. Now save, right? So where I will save somewhere uh, in the desktop. In the desktop, I will save somewhere in the macros. Okay, so macros here I will save, right? Now let us go to the desktop and see whether it's saved perfectly or not. Okay, just okay, here is the macro folder on the desktop, right? Now you can see here, I'll just increase the size of icon. Okay, so you can see here, okay, right? So normal Excel file is a different, and Excel macro file will be different. You can see here there's a difference in the icon also. Okay, so this is how we can save the macro file. Okay, so whenever you save the macro file, its extension will be .xlsm. So remember this. Thank you, keep practicing.